This is So Grow Listen, a Paso Hills Farm podcast. I am your host, Jeremiah DeBoard, and I am joined by my wife, Megan.
Hello.
We are going to give a brief overview and announce our 2024 CSA and hopefully provide some good information and a little bit of our lessons learned from our first year. And look forward to working with you all in 2024. I'm going to have to get used to saying 2024.
Yeah.
It's already messing me up.
Mm-hmm. That's only a couple days away.
I know, right? We're trying to do these podcasts to try to get information out there, and hopefully people will listen to them and be a little more well-informed.
One person at a time. That's how I look at it.
So after much reflection on our 2023 CSA and going over our lessons learned and some feedback, we are going to change some things. Hopefully we can have more members this year.
Yeah.
We did go over a little brief history of our CSA in our previous podcast, but we're going to combine all that now. So last year we tried for 100 full shares. Thankfully, for numerous reasons, we did not go that big.
We didn't even get a quarter.
No, we didn't get a quarter. So last year we had 3 different sizes: a half bushel, then a peck, which is half of a half bushel, and then a squat, which is half of a peck. So that is a volume measurement. A lot of people don't know that. It's not necessarily a weight or quantity measurement. It's a volume measurement. And what we're going to do this year, after some feedback and some ideas, is we are going to do a dollar amount. To kind of give people a little bit, I am going to publish the prices of our produce, and people can get a rough idea of how much hopefully they're going to get. Now, of course, our CSA members will get more than the dollar amount. What that monetary amount is, it just gives them a rough idea of what they're going to get.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to probably project to do 10 to 15% more than the dollar amount consistently. And of course, if we have extra, our CSA members get first pick.
Yep.
So this year we are doing 2 sizes. It will be a $25, which is going to be our largest size. It is called a regular. And then our small, which will be $15 worth. We had some feedback where people said the $25 bag was too much for 2 people. So we are offering a $15 size. So the regular, which is a rough estimate for 3 to 4 people. And then our small is a rough estimate for 1 to 2 people.
Yep. I don't do the math stuff. That's all Jeremiah. He does all the accounting work and the math and the figuring all that stuff out. I'm the hand that helps. I plant it and pick it
and support
and bag it and hand it off is all I pretty much do.
Handcrafted artisan products.
Yes.
And so some of the feedback we got was some people were complaining that, some people said that our sizes, some people complained that they got too much, some people complained they got too little. So we're trying to get that made,
I think too, people don't really understand the sizing like what a half bushel versus a peck and a squat is. So it's easier to look at how much something is because they can compare it in the store.
Possibly.
For the most part.
So we are also going to do a 12-week CSA, not an 18-week.
Yeah.
Because like last year, we had a really difficult late August. It was extremely dry and hot, and everything just died.
Yep.
So I feel very comfortable with the 12-week CSA.
But also, if you are a 12-week CSA member, then if we have vegetables past that, you can also purchase vegetables later on past that. So,
that'll be a weekly.
Yeah, it'll be a weekly thing. You get the weekly Blackwater bundle. We are continuing with the Blackwater bundle, correct?
Yes, correct. So the CSA is our members will get a slight discount and help us raise much needed capital going into the year. That's actually something we should talk about. Why we need our members to buy a CSA as opposed to just waiting for the Blackwater bundle.
Yeah.
So as you know, in the Blackwater bundle, it'll be the same size. It'll be a $25 size and a $15 size, except it will be billed weekly.
Yes. So a weekly subscription.
Yeah. And then as a note about the CSAs, how I have it built in the website is that you pay up front and it will quote unquote bill you every week. But the starting when the CSA starts. So it'll bill you $0. But what that does is it'll send you an email when your pickup day is every week. And that allows us to track it and for you to track it.
Kind of like a reminder too.
Yeah. And you will be able to email us if you need to change your pickup location. And also, since it is a subscription through the website, quote unquote, you can then add anything in the website to your subscription at an additional fee, of course. And that will send the information to us and we'll be able to pull your order. So you won't have to, just tell us or remind us. You can add and remove stuff, to your CSA. It's a lot
easier for record keeping. Yeah. And making sure everybody gets exactly what they need and wanted.
And so that'll help us attract more. We are doing 50 this year. Now that can be any combination of smalls or larges. If we have if a lot of people want, a lot of smalls and, I'll increase that number. But, that 50 number is what we have learned that we can easily grow and we'll have the labor to grow.
Yeah.
So it is our goal, and I'll hope we get some traction on this, is to sell all 50 because we really do need the capital.
Yeah, we need to be able to buy the seed and probably the compost too.
Yeah.
And just various things that help gardening easier, and we do the no spray. So that makes it a little bit harder in keeping things alive and pests off of it. And there are certain things that we do that, help keep the pests away that, just need to be purchased for that. So having that capital up front does really help.
And also to cover our expenses, living expenses until the growing season really starts. Because we are going to be doing playing extra for the farm stand and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't decided what we're going to do with chicken yet, as far as beyond, but there is a CSA, chicken CSA, that can go along with the produce CSA. As of right now, we are not going to be growing a lot of extra chicken than what our initial demand is. Our wholesale deals right now are 30 chickens a week. We might do 50 chickens a week. We still have a freezer full of chicken and several hundred that are going to have to be cold.
Yeah.
So I hope that we can, get some pre-orders on that fact. Also a note, I put a lot more content on the website. If people have more questions about, what we grow, how we grow it, we're really trying to push this beyond organic.
Yeah.
Because, people search organic, but so you can't use organic because it's trademarked, but you can technically use beyond organic, which a lot of people are. And what that means is, we're no spray. We don't use nothing that is even allowed in organic. And as another note, we are transparent, and we'll tell you if we use something and what we use and how we use it.
Yep.
So we want to be honest and transparent about how everything is raised, whether it's our produce or our chicken or our pork. And we really need help from the community about this, because we did not have enough revenue coming in consistently to get a loan. We were about 25% short the consistent revenue that, the banks want. So we have some other help, but we also found out that's about $20,000 less than what we originally had planned on. So that's going to hurt a little bit, because we need to finish the processing building to enclose it so people don't stub their noses about us processing chicken, as well as we really want to get a farm store up, which we are going to mill the lumber ourselves and build it ourselves. So we're going to save a lot of money on doing that. But we still got to buy the roof and buy some more refrigerators and freezers and stuff to display the products in this farm store. I'm actually really excited about a farm store because we're going to open it sooner, and we are going to pick up a lot more traffic, because there were a lot of people after we closed the farm stand down last year still stop by.
Yeah. When the signs are up, there is produce available. When the signs are down, sorry, Charlie,
And also, as a note for our CSA members, you will get a 10% discount, or 15%. I haven't decided yet, in the farm store. So anything you add, you'll get a discount. And basically, how that'll work is you'll get a coupon code as a CSA member, and you can use it anytime you purchase anything in the store or on the website, in addition to your CSA.
Yes.
So, and as another point, we are going to have a couple of farm tours. How many and when is still be determined. And a lot of this is going to depend on when we have help, funds, and everything. We are going to try to hash this out more, and we're going to do this more in the podcast format, is trying to drive the need not only for ourselves, but for other small farmers.
Yeah.
Because we only need 150 families to buy from us consistently. If we had 150 families to buy from us consistently, we would be doing very well.
Yeah.
And I really hope that we can get close to that this year. This is only our second year.
That's a huge goal.
If we don't get close to that, there will not be a year 3.
Yeah, unfortunately.
We really, I'm still very contemplating year 2. And frankly, if we don't have a lot of people bite on our CSA, there may not be a year 2. We might, I might be going back on the road, and you might be selling chicken out of the freezer until it's gone.
Yeah. And
I don't know. It's a lot of money and time wasted just to shut everything down, but
it is, but you also have to be realistic and, being able to pay your bills.
we'll have to make a decision by April.
Yeah.
That's where we're at. And we'll keep doing something, but I don't know what that something's going to look like.
It may just be, just what we were doing before, make a little bit bigger of a garden and extra that we have.
Well,
I mean, there's options. We wouldn't close down completely.
I mean, hey,
it just wouldn't be as big operation.
As a farm, we only have to sell $1,000 worth a year. So, hey, to keep it land use, we only need to sell $1,000 a year.
That's pretty easy,
and we can still run a loss.
That's true.
But I really don't want to quit. I really think the community needs more small farms.
It does, but it also needs people that are proactive. It needs customers that are proactive as well, not just the farmer. The customer has to continuously come back to that farmer that they like and that they rave about that meat, that chicken, that vegetable. I mean, I know we have people that said, "Are you going to do that cucumber that you did last year? That's so good." And said, "Yeah, you need to come buy it."
And we do notice when you don't come around.
We do, yeah.
And
it makes a huge impact on our day when you come back. It really does.
Financially and also emotionally.
Yeah. Jeremiah weeps every time somebody comes back, and there's such a great customer.
I mean, I will say this. I was nervous when we first started, like, oh, why is my product better than other products? And then I've realized, yeah, my chicken is better than other people's chicken.
Yeah.
And, our vegetables might be a little different, but people try them and rave about them. So,
yeah. They're different, but they're not so different that they're weird.
Yeah, and
they're just not your normal.
I don't know if I'm gonna start naming names yet. It's the first podcast, but I'm gonna say that I know my we do no spray, unlike some other vegetable stands, and
in close proximity.
Yes, in close proximity, and our stuff might not be the prettiest, but I can guarantee
it's the healthiest.
Yes, it is the healthiest.
It does not have anything added to it other than the water that God created, and
synthetic.
Well,
I don't. Y'all got to listen. It's hard not to use chemicals. Even
it is very hard.
Even organically approved.
I mean,
chemicals.
one worm can come and demolish an entire plant, and that's it.
I'll say a note about this. Like the arugula, right?
Mm-hmm.
So to keep them fleas off of it, you got to put that row cover on it almost immediately.
Yeah, you rip it off, you put it back on, and that's
and you don't.
Fast.
Them fleas will go through and make all them little holes. Yeah. I mean, they're not going to hurt you or anything, but it just makes it, But I tell you what,
it's just not as pretty.
Unpretty produce, i.e., holes and stuff, means it ain't sprayed.
That's true. You're not getting all those chemicals. You don't want those extra chemicals.
The more I learn about chemicals, the more I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, glyphosate. That's a whole podcast on itself.
I'll tell you. So we do have 100 laying hens, or 100 pullets in the brooder. They will start laying in April. We are going to put them on pasture with non-GMO feed, and we're going to start having more eggs available consistently. What else? We are going to do some duck and some goose. The quantities yet I haven't decided on.
That's all dependent on
interest.
A couple months.
Yeah, it's also dependent on interest.
Yeah.
Might do a handful, but I can tell you what, if you don't, purchasing the goslings and ducklings from the hatchery, it's a huge price difference from a handful to 20. I'd really like to get it up around, I think what I was pricing it at is around 20. If we can buy 20 of each and sell 20 of each, it's a good price point. So a lot of questions.
What about hogs? Are you didn't do any more pork?
I
know we still have some, but
I need to get some dates.
Okay.
We have plenty of pork in the freezer still. That's been inspected. We have tons of sausage. Of course, we're getting good reviews on our sausage.
I mean, it's good. I don't know what else to say.
We got plenty of pork chops.
Yeah.
We got plenty of ribs. Actually, I don't think we sold any ribs yet. People, I know people are kind of like, or they didn't start really buying the pork until I lowered the price down, but I was losing money. We were losing money when the prices I first had it.
Yeah.
So I need to move it, and it's a combination needing to move it, but at the same time, we are very comparable to Melvin's Farm to Fork.
Mm-hmm. I think we're pretty comparable to Earth Fare too, aren't we?
Yeah, we're comparable to everybody.
And Kroger?
Yeah, when you compare apples to apples, when you compare pasture raised, non-GMO, fed, raised on chemical-free pasture, sausage, we're really comparable. So
tell you what, ours looks a lot better.
I love the guinea hog. I know it don't have the size of some of the bigger breeds, but it's beautiful. It's got beautiful pork chops.
Got nice fat in it.
So, wow, we started talking about CSA. I started rambling on about pork chops.
Well, we were talking about what you add on, right?
But
eggs,
pork chops. There are some other items that I'm going to try to get into the store. Not necessarily raised by us, but raised in the county.
Yeah. Have a more local
feel.
Yeah.
And I really want to get out to the vacationers and stuff, people coming into the lake. And that's going to be a lot of marketing though. So I got some ideas, need some help. And of course, we're always looking for help. We'll give, if anyone is interested in help, let us know. I was running the numbers basically on help for the CSA, and you get a 50% discount off the CSA if you do 16 hours a month, and you get a 25% discount off if you volunteer for 8 hours a month. I do not have that included in any of the price points because I was skeptical about the interest, but if people are interested, let us know. We have 132 people on our newsletter. Our open rate, i.e. how many people actually look at our newsletter is about 50%. And we send out a survey. And we have had 8 people get back to us. So 132 people, 8 answered back to us. So I will send it out again, and hopefully people will respond because that feedback is very important. And one thing that was consistent, though, with the people that did respond was people want to see longer vegetable, us offer long vegetables longer, which we are going to try. And that's all going to depend upon availability. We're not going to calculate that into a CSA or anything, but we will offer it and put it out there as soon as we offer it. So if you're ever driving by and you see the farm, you see the signs back out, and then
we have produce.
Yeah, and they'll be bigger this year.
And we always have chicken.
Always. I cannot walk into that freezer. And I'm pretty sure there's still chicken in another friend's freezer. So we have chicken.
Yeah.
But hopefully the mercantile in Argument will open up soon.
Yeah.
So, and our chicken will be available there.
It will.
And we are in the process of, let's talk about pickups. We got a couple minutes left. So we are in the process of applying to be a vendor at the Manita Farmers Market, which will run April to August, end of August, Wednesday, 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. I believe she said.
Yeah, I think so.
And so one of us will be there, and that'll be a pickup for our CSA. I'm hoping to, get a lot of traction. Wednesday was typically our slow day last year, so I don't have a problem, us, splitting our resources. We are not planning on having the pickups again at Melvin's Farm to Fork.
No.
We will have meetups, as I call them.
We have our regular meetups in Roanoke.
And Vinton. I might add one in Salem. It's going to...
Are you still keeping the one in Manita?
No, the Manita one will be at the farmer's market.
That's correct, yeah.
They may switch some days and times. I really do need some feedback on those because, if evening works for people or afternoon, we're still small enough. We don't have people really having a high demand for the meetups. I might get 1 or 2 customers that hit us up, but I've had a lot of people interested in the Vinton one, and I know Track Supply won't give us flack.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to definitely get the Vinton one. The Cave Spring Salem one, if people have a lot of interest in Salem, we'll head towards Salem. We have 2 customers last year that were in Salem, and they were fine with the Cave Spring one because it was kind of closer for us and them. It was a good meet point.
Yeah.
But, if we have a lot of people, I'll take a book out of Joe Salton. If you get quite a bit of customers in your neighborhood, I'll come to your neighborhood.
Yeah. But it's got to be worth coming to your neighborhood.
Yeah. And
and you can always pick up at the farm.
Yes, you can.
We do highly encourage that because then you can see, the operation and all the farmhand.
And maybe we might be offering some vegetables and produce in Rocky Mount. We'll see.
Yeah.
But, sign up for our newsletter to stay up with what we're going.
On Facebook.
Nextdoor.
Instagram.
I hate Instagram. What else? We're on X.
Some millennials like it.
We're on X, Instagram. I did Tumblr. I'm going to be posting the blogs on Tumblr. This podcast.
The biggest thing is, subscribe to our newsletter. That's where you're
and actually read it.
Yeah, and actually read it. That's where you're going to get all the information because it always goes out for the newsletter.
Now, I will say I know about the newsletter. I have it set. You get a coupon first time you sign up. You get 10% off. Also, it's kind of a pain. I know it's a pain because it's a double opt-in. You got to go and click a link, but that makes sure that it doesn't go to your spam folder. So once you sign up and go through the process, it makes sure that you get to hear what we have to say and offer. If you all feel like I'm spamming you all with too many coupons and stuff, let me know.
Use those coupons for good though. Get the ground chicken. That's my favorite.
I've had or the
bone broth.
So no one has used a newsletter sign up yet. Of course, it could be broken. I don't know. Yeah. I mean, last time I tested it,
if you try it and it doesn't work, let us know.
But I've only had 1 or 2 people use coupons, and it's kind of funny who those people are. Yeah. But they're probably going to listen to this, be like, oh, I'm one of those. It's there's definitely a demographic uses my coupons. That's all I'm going to say.
It's a smart demographic.
Yeah, I know, right? And also we do have a refer a friend program now. Yeah. So you refer a friend, you get $20. They get $20. Sorry, I don't remember the details. It's on the website.
You don't know it's on your website.
There's a lot on that website. You've seen how many hours I sit trying to figure it out. I mean, I'm not hiring someone to do this. So if you have a problem with it, blame me. But I do try to make sure that it flows smoothly, that everyone has a good shopping experience. I'm learning new stuff about it all the time, different formats. So just... try
also
to do
too, if you listen to this and you decide to sign up for the CSA, read everything that's on the website about the CSA and get all the information because you may have some questions and it may be answered on that website and you may not have to contact us.
I redid some things, but I believe for the 2024 12-week CSA, there's 4 pages of information. So there's how to sign up, there's general information, and then there's frequently asked questions.
Yeah, we try our best to make this as painless as possible. And I get that, not everybody is technically inclined, but there's a lot where it gets missed because someone didn't read a certain part of it.
And there is the member agreement.
Yes.
Which is
so read contract. Everything, please.
And as one more note,
it just makes our life a little bit more easier.
Well, you also know what you're getting into.
Yes.
As one more note, though, I was going to do a CSA farm credit share. I decided not to do it. What that would look like is basically you buy a gift card and you get 10% off. Now, if people are interested in that, let me know. But it was a little more complicated in how the website had to make me sign up for it and everything. So I decided not to do it. But if you are interested in that, let me know. And as always, there are gift cards online. If you really don't want to buy a CSA and get locked in, there will be, give us some funds. Buying a gift card would be extremely helpful. So,
Yep.
I mean, we may have products down later in the year that we don't offer now that you'd be interested in. So let us know. We really, really love to hear back from everyone.
Yeah, we do love getting feedback so then we can fine tune and, make everything perfect.
And go on Google and leave us a review. Pasture Hills Farm. We're up to 17. How long is a 5-star? We're up to 17 5-star reviews now. So, it's my goal to be the most reviewed farm in the county. Well, it's not a vendetta. It's just, so I was looking okay, besides the alpaca farm, right? Because they do farm tours all the time. I think
You're never going to get up to the alpaca farm.
They're 101, right? Or something.
They have alpacas.
Well, so let's not count the alpaca farm. Okay. But we're close to being the most reviewed farm on Google in the county. So I really want to get that, because that actually helps us a lot. It does really help us. It gets the chicken noticed. Oh yeah. It's amazing how much just little things like, leaving us a review on Google helps. And as long as it's a 5-star, it's got to be 5-star. It's got to be the 5-star. If it's less than 5-star, call me before you leave a Google review. My number's everywhere. So, all right. Until next time. Yep. Thank you all for joining us. Sign up for our newsletter and look out for that CSA information. Yep. Local, honest, transparent, farm fresh food. There you go. Hey, I have worked long and hard on that tagline. Yeah, I know you did. People don't even read it. Nope. But that really does sum up our farm. It does. Local, honest, transparent, farm fresh food. Until next time, where we talk about... I don't know. What is our next topic? Well, this is a special. Oh, is it? So sign up for our CSA. It really does help, immensely. Does. Yeah. I really appreciate the gifts and people that have given us or have talked about giving us. But what I really want people to do is to buy the product. I'm like, just buy the product. You don't have to give me money. Just buy food. And then rave about it. Yes. And then tell everyone about it. Mm-hmm. And then also tell people that, I'll have food when the store shelves are bare, Lord willing. Yeah. 2020 was only 3 years ago. Almost 4 now, but it says almost 4, but that's another podcast for another day. Well, let's close it out. Good evening. Bye.